Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're not just rattling off a list of dance steps or performance arts. We are unfolding the Indian Dance Atlas. Think of this as a map of India's soul, its geography, its society, and its rich history. But we've also got a very specific mission today. For anyone out there grinding away for competitive exams, we are going to totally decode those tricky, static knowledge traps that examiners absolutely love to set. We're going to use some incredibly clever visual memory tricks to anchor this knowledge permanently in your mind.
So let's dive right into our itinerary. 1. Classical versus folk dances. 2. Northern rhythms from Kashmir to Ladakh. 3. Nature's canvas, looking at the parrot and butterfly. 4. Decoding the examiner's traps. And 5. A rapid-fire memory test.
All right, Section 1. Classical versus folk dances.
Look at it this way. Think of classical dance as a really expensive fine dining recipe. It has incredibly strict grammar based on ancient texts like the Natya Shastra. You need years of rigorous training with a guru, and you absolutely cannot just change a step on a whim. The recipe is set in stone. Folk dance, on the other hand, that's your comforting home-cooked meal. It's totally spontaneous. It shifts flavors based on the season, a good harvest, or just the very first drop of rain. You don't need a formal school to celebrate life here. It's pure, unadulterated emotion and community joy.
Moving on to Section 2, Northern Rhythms, from Kashmir to Ladakh.
Now, check out these smart memory tricks we can use to connect dances from Jammu and Kashmir. We've got the Rauf, which is beautifully performed by women to welcome the spring season. Then there's Hafiza, and for this one, just think of the common parting phrase, Khuda Hafiz, to lock it into your memory. And for Hicket, use the word cut. It's a really clever student trick to remember that Jane Kay historically felt cut off due to Article 370. Sure, it's a simple mnemonic, but trust me, it works absolute wonders in a high-pressure exam setting.
Journeying slightly east into Ladakh, we hit the magnificent Chandel. Now, this isn't just your everyday village dance. This is strictly royal. It was historically performed by royal artists specifically for the king of Ladakh. And what makes it a massive favorite for exam questions is its global recognition. It actually holds a Guinness World Record after hundreds of women performed it together in traditional attire. It's a brilliant story of royal heritage taking the global stage.
Section 3. Nature's canvas, parrot and butterfly.
The absolute core of the Gond tribe Swa Nach in Chhattisgarh is beautifully captured in this poetic belief. Think about it. Parrots are birds that mimic our voices, right? They can speak. In tribal folklore, women believe that by performing this dance, they can literally pour their hearts, their sorrows, and their love out to the parrot, trusting the bird to carry their message forward into the world. It is such a breathtakingly beautiful concept.
Let's look a bit closer at this Swa Nach. Swa literally translates to parrot. Picture this in your mind. Tribal women celebrating during the festival of Diwali, placing a vibrant green clay parrot right in the center of their gathering and dancing in a circle around it. This perfectly encapsulates how the Gond tribe intertwines their deep emotional lives with symbols straight from nature.
And hey, if we're talking about nature, we absolutely have to look east to Assam. While everyone knows the famous Bihu dance, examiners love to test you on the Bagyu Rumba. Performed by the Bodo community, women wear this incredibly colorful traditional dress called the dokna. But what's truly mesmerizing is that they spread their arms, mimicking the exact movements of butterfly wings. When they perform this together, it literally looks like a massive flock of vibrant butterflies taking flight. It's almost like watching a silent play put on by nature itself.
Section 4. Decoding the examiner's traps. All right, here is a classic trap they love to throw at you, the dance Wangala. Go ahead, say it out loud. It sounds exactly like it belongs in Bengal, right? Examiners know this, and they will totally try to catch you off guard with it. The reality? Wangala is actually a highly celebrated festival and dance from Meghalaya. Do not let the phonetics fool you on test day.
Similarly, look at these two, Ghumar and Ghumora. They sound nearly identical. Now, we've all seen Ghumar in the movies, those sweeping circular spins of Rajasthan, originating from the Bild tribe. But if an exam asks for Ghumora, and you tick Rajasthan, you lose your works. Ghumora is actually from the Kalahandi district of Odisha, and it's named entirely after a really unique, pitcher-like mud instrument used during the dance. One is desert sand, the other is Eastern rhythm.
Let's use some geopolitical context to our advantage here. Arunachala Pradesh has two really famous dances, Makoda, which means mask, and Yudh, which means war. The memory trick? Arunachala shares a major border with China. So the trick is to remember that the neighbor wears a mask of friendship but constantly threatens war. Boom. Makota and youth are instantly locked to Arunachala predation in your brain.
Okay, Section 5, Rapid Fire Memory Test. Let's see what actually stuck.
Question 1. Test yourself right now. Where do you think the Jagoi and Lai Haroba dances originate? Take a second.
The answer is Manipur. Let's recall the trick for this. When you have a lot of money, or money, you constantly worry about guarding it, which keeps you awake, or Jagoi, at night. So Jagoi links to money, giving us Manipur. Lai Haroba is also a deeply sacred festival from that exact same state.
Next up, where does the Maki dance come from? Think about the physical object itself, a Maki, or an earthen pot.
It's Madhya Pradesh, because if you want to balance a heavy matki on your head without letting it smash on the ground, you must keep it perfectly centered, right in the Madhya, or middle. Madhya instantly gives you Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, here's a slightly tougher one. The Mansi and Chang dances are from which state? Try breaking the word down.
The answer is Nagaland. Look really closely at the spelling of Motse. Hidden right in there is the phonetic sound of das, which means bite in Hindi. And who bites? A snake or a naga. That phonetic clue points straight to Nagaland. Nailing these exams is all about presence of mind and finding those hidden clues within the words themselves.
So the absolutely crucial point I want to leave you with today is this. Learning this cultural atlas isn't just about securing marks or surviving a rapid-fire test. When you visualize the clay parrot of Chhattisgarh or the butterfly wings of Assam, you are deeply understanding the soul, the history, the changing seasons, and the incredibly vibrant life of India.
I'm going to leave you with this final question to test your knowledge and hopefully spark your curiosity. Which state's most popular folk dance is Lavani? Think about it, look it up if you need to, and remember the incredible cultural web that connects all these diverse steps. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer. Keep learning, keep visualizing, and I'll catch you in the next one.